too many M's, you dig? Hey, what's going on, man?
This shit gotta stop doing that.
You
Put
ain't
my
from the hood.
shit on.
Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell no. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Oh, I live in the hood, ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys.
They don't get a pass. Some of you motherfuckers got a sneak preview.
Hey, your mama waking
Damn,
up to some
YouTube.
bad news. The
Put
plug
my
saying,
shit on
"Boom,
public."
I'm a dom." I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braids, took a 2-man fade. I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right, but I was banging on the plane in the meeting with Jermaine. They like, poet, oh you bang? They forgot where I came from. I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't play with guns. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell no. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little dot dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Poet, and Swahili, I'm a damu. My little cousin banging Paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Fire Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coupes. Making money with some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks, banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood.
Time.
Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood, ain't from the hood. Hell no. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Fuck Chris Brown, nigga. Pull up in the hood right now, nigga. Catch your fade, nigga.
What up, Time? Time up here early.
Frogs.
You ain't from the hood.
What's up, Time? I started this show for Time early. You know what I'm saying? Time, I started this show for you early, Time. Where you been at, Time? I ain't been seeing you in the chat, Time. First of all, the damn YouTube started my thing early. You know what I'm saying? So some of you probably got a sneak preview of what this video about. But this video is about Kavanaugh and your boy Chuck Schumer. Hold on, let me turn this fan off. Let me turn this damn fan off. And your boy Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer been setting up Kavanaugh for years with the Me Too movement. He was a rapist. He was against women. He was a fucking extremist. Everything, right? So Judge Kavanaugh been under the pressure of the gun since he been fucking a judge, right? And you knew this was coming. It's been coming for 3 years. They've been protesting the judge. They've been doing outside the Supreme Court, outside his house. You know, when the left protests, there's no consequences, right? They can do what the hell they want. And if they do get arrested, it's for misdemeanor charges. Now, today's hearing is about some other protesters. They didn't get the benefit of that doubt. They got charged with terrorism, with Nazism, with overturning the country and threatening people and all kind of shit I can't even pronounce on here because YouTube censorship is listening, right? But you know what I'm talking about. The trial come on today, or should I say the mini-series. Start coming on today. But, as I say, Judge Kavanaugh and Chuck Schumer been going at it for years. Now, in this video, I want to show you how Chuck Schumer has been setting up. Lying son of a bitch. He been lying on Chuck Schumer since the day he been in office. Here we go. Let's go, Chuck. Oh, wait a minute. I got to push unmute.
Inside the walls of this court, the Supreme Court is hearing arguments, as you know, for the first major abortion right cases since Justices Kavanaugh and Justices Gorsuch came to the bench.
Huh? You see how he's setting it up? Judge Kavanaugh and Judge Gorsuch came to the bench. He already getting them booed. He already turning the people against him. He already spreading the hate, and the fear and all this. So we need to get him up out of here. He already spread it early.
These activists posted a map with the home addresses of the Supreme Court justices. Is that the kind of thing this president wants to help your side make their point?
Now, this was before the threat, right? President Joe Biden could have came out there and said, look, man, that ain't cool. Threatening the Supreme Court judge's house, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Let them make their decision. Let this democracy hold, and we'll handle it a different kind of way. We'll appeal it. We'll do something in the courts, right, the legal way, but let these people make their decisions on their own. I guarantee you, if there was some liberal judges, they had an army, the feds, the Spider-Man, X-Men. They had a whole motherfucking Batman team out there if it was a liberal judge. Huh? Let them threaten the black girl. You're going to see all kind of swimming ducks and everything over there. Booby traps. You're going to see all kind of shit. Let them threaten the black woman. Right, on her liberal decisions. See, liberals don't, conservatives don't do that. We don't threaten motherfuckers. I mean, we live with the decision. We try to make it up. We make it up in court. We try to make it up in votes. We try to make it up in election. But we don't run around threatening motherfuckers.
We know that if Brett Kavanaugh is confirmed, this will shift the balance of power on the Supreme Court for decades to come. Republicans control the majority. Is there anything you can do to stop this nomination?
Yeah, it's something we can do. We can accuse him of being a sexual assaulter. That's what we can accuse him of, right? We can turn the women against him. We can put pressure on the courts. We can lie on the nigga like we lie on everybody else.
These are live images, folks, at the doors of the Supreme Court, where you can see protesters have gathered. They are demanding that their voices be heard as they anticipate the person who will be a new Supreme Court justice, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, to be sworn in here any moment.
They was protesting Judge Kavanaugh from the beginning. Right? See, the thing with the liberals, right, they always want it their way. If it ain't their way, it's bad. It's against democracy. It's racist, right? Every single policy, right? They can't be wrong on anything. You notice that? It is either their way or it's racist. It's either their way or it's against democracy. It's either their way or it's anti-American. Right? Everything has got to be their way with abortions, with the with every fucking thing, voting rights, right? It's their way or it's racist. Gun rights. It's their way or it's racist. There's no other way. And they're gonna send them, and they're gonna send the pack after you. Anything they don't like, they're gonna send the pack after you. They're gonna send out them wolves. And they're going to okay it. They're going to support them. Oh, yeah, peaceful protests okay. Oh, yeah, peaceful protest. But sometimes peaceful protesters come with fires in the back, burning down buildings, people getting shot. All protesters ain't peaceful.
Republican legislatures are waging a war on women. All women.
All women. What about Republican women? What about the women that are pro-life? Is they raising a war on them? Have you forgot them women, or are they not women? Because remember, a man can have a baby too. So shouldn't a man have a decision in this if we can have babies too? It's not just a woman's right anymore. Now all of a sudden they want to talk about women's right, saying when they got men lifting weights, they got men in track and field, they got men in swimming, right? Competing against women, women complaining. All of a sudden they want to talk about women's rights now. They got men talking about they can get pregnant, but all of a sudden they want to talk about women's rights. What women's rights? It's only women's rights when it benefits them.
Tammy Thomas told me watching Brett Kavanaugh's hearing and confirmation brought back some painful memories.
And our national lead Republicans are accusing Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of threatening the two conservative Supreme Court justices who...
I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind.
Hell yeah, he released the whirlwind. Look at this, right? He released the whirlwind, right? This is how all this shit add up, right? This how this shit go. Semi Valley man charged with attempted murder of Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, right? A Simi Valley man was charged Wednesday with attempted murder, right? I thought attempted murder, when you got attempted murder, you actually get charged with something, bodily injury, right? It has to be some type of bodily harm, right? To get charged with attempted murder, first of all, right? I ain't never heard nobody plan something and get charged. Conspiracy to commit murder may be one thing, but I never heard nobody actually get charged with attempted murder when they didn't actually assault the person. Right, I usually like when they try to do this on the old girl from Gritsum, whatever her name, from Michigan. It was a conspiracy, right? Everybody else is a conspiracy. Now all of a sudden they're trying to put it on big. He's for attempted murder. Nicholas John Ruski, 26-year-old, appeared in district court in Maryland Wednesday before U.S. Magistrate Judge Timothy J. Sullivan. Ruski was found in front of Kavanaugh's home with a gun and other weapons after he called emergency personnel threatening to kill Supreme Court Justice himself. Now, first of all, right, according to the federal affidavit at 1:18 a.m., who in the fuck gonna go over to somebody's house at 1:18 a.m.? A judge's house. You know people out there protesting, right? Wednesday, 2 U.S. deputies marshal watched Roski exit a taxi. Now, this nigga got in a taxi in all black, right? In all black with duffel bags, right? And gonna tell the taxi driver, take me to Judge Kavanaugh's house at 1 o'clock in the morning. Where you going? I'm going to Judge Kavanaugh's house. Drop me off there. All black, right? At 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Ruski was found in front of Kavanaugh's house with a gun and other weapons, right? He called emergency personnel threatening to kill Judge Kavanaugh, right, and himself. Now, you got to ask the questions. Now, the nigga drove. How did he get from Simi Valley, California, all the way to fucking Washington, D.C. or whatever the fuck, right? How the fuck he get there, right? And then, how the hell he get the guns, right? How the hell he get the gun? He got a gun. Did he carry the gun from Simi Valley all the way to Washington, D.C., right? Did he drive? Did he catch a plane? Did he buy the gun in D.C.? Where the hell did he get the weapons from, right? When he hop out, right? He didn't do no planning or no plotting. His plan was, I'm going to drive all the way to Washington, D.C., hop out in the middle of the street in all black in front of the judge's house with guns, right? This nigga had guns. What all they say this nigga had, right? This nigga had a Glock pistol, a technical knife, pepper spray, zip ties, a hammer, a crowbar in his suitcase and back home. What the fuck was he gonna do with all of that? Huh? We're gonna get back. What the fuck? What he was gonna do with? He got a crowbar. This nigga got suitcases, a backpack. You didn't do no plan, no plot. You didn't have no binoculars where you can hop out a block early and peep out the scene and nothing. You didn't do no kind of planning before to see if it was gonna be any kind of police outside of the house, since you've been hearing on the news that they've been getting extra protection and shit. You didn't hear none of that on the news. You just drove from Simi Valley, hopped out the car, saw the police officer, say, you know what? I'm gonna call the police on myself. Yeah, I was gonna kill the nigga and myself. Really? Ruski came to California from California to kill. The documents say, right? He came to kill. This shit is crazy. This nigga is crazy. I came to kill me a motherfucker. That's the stupidest hit I ever saw in my life. You got all that plotting and all that planning and all that strategy, and you didn't think it was gonna be no federal agents in front of this nigga house after the Roe v. Wade shit was announced and everybody was going crazy. They've been holding protests in front of his house. Even on the news, you saw like 5 or 6 agents just standing in his front yard. And you thought, wait a minute, you thought maybe they was gonna get off at 1 o'clock. I can hit them in shift change. That doesn't make fucking sense.
Controversial abortion case this morning.
And you will pay the price.
Look at him. You will pay the price. Look at them bitches in the background. Woo, Kavanaugh gonna pay the price. He raped the girl.
Look, I think the president's view is that there's a lot of passion, a lot of fear.
You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions.
A lot of passion and a lot of fear. Coming from who? Right? Now, if Donald Trump's words can be taken the wrong way, why can't his be taken the wrong way? Right? This is a build-up. Right? After you done said all this shit about the judge, after you done said all this shit about Trump, this dude got in his mind that these are actual villains and he actually a good guy. Right? Because you saying these dudes are villains. These dudes are bad. These dudes are evil. These dudes are racist. These dudes are anti-American. Well, this dude got in his head, well, I'm American. Right? And I'm for women's rights. And I'm for this. And I'm tired of the kids getting shot. And it's the Republicans' fault. And it's the judge's fault. Right? He wanted to go after Judge Kavanaugh, right? One was for the abortion thing, and the other was for gun rights because the kids, what happened to the kids, right, in Texas, right? So, like, okay, well, what the fuck did Judge Kavanaugh got to do with that? It ain't even came before a bill yet for him to even strike it down and do anything. They haven't got past Congress and go to court. What the fuck was that all about? This sounds like an awareness campaign to me. I'm protesting, right? Because it's magically every time something happened, a shooter just happened to get busted, right? Pizzagate. Oh, it was a killer came up in there and shot the flow, right? Now it's no more secrets. It wasn't no kids up in there. It wasn't no kids in the Pizzagate. You know what I'm saying? It was a conspiracy theory. The dude went up in there because he was inspired, influenced off of stuff he heard off the internet, and went up in there and done some shit, and it turned out to be a conspiracy theory. The same thing with this. Just so happened, you know what I'm saying? So, something happened to leak, right? And now you got somebody who been listening to the rhetoric and done built up something, and he done this. Now we done forgot about everything else, right? The leaker, right? The all the kind of shit. Now we concentrating on the violence, the threat that they done built up, right? Every time one of these nut jobs, it sounds like a campaign to me. Oh, gun violence. Oh, abortion. You probably see that nigga out next week. Look at these bitches. Hey,
We're here today
Kavanaugh has got
protest,
to go.
Brett Kavanaugh's nomination on the Supreme Court. He is a threat to women's rights, reproductive rights, labor rights.
You see that? You see how the sickos got? He's a threat to labor rights, reproduction rights, all these rights. He's a threat. So what do you do to threats? If anything threatens you, right, you must eliminate it, right? That's what people do to threats. They feel safe. They feel secure. They feel at peace. They eliminate the threat. Anything. Try to eliminate the threat. Right? If a damn sheep or a goat is in the jungle and a damn lion chasing him, he gonna try to eliminate the threat by running. He ain't gonna get far, but that's the only thing he can do to try to eliminate the threat. He just not gonna stand there. He gonna run about 5 yards and the lion gonna be on his head. Right? But he felt the threat still, and he gonna try to defend himself, and he gonna eliminate that threat. When a giraffe get ate by a lion, he try to stomp the lion. He try to eliminate the threat. Right? When somebody on the block and they making money on you and you doing your thing, right? You go to a drug war, you eliminate the threat. When my grandmother's on the block, you know what I'm saying, she see a nigga in red, she gonna eliminate the threat. Huh? That's what what you do. You eliminate any threat. So what you do when Judge Kavanaugh is a threat, you eliminate him. Oh, I hope YouTube didn't hear that. YouTube
Along
knows.
with many other things we believe in. And we're here to stand with women. We're here to stand with Dr. Lizzie Ford.
That lying bitch.
And also Deborah Ramirez.
That lying bitch.
A lot of sadness from many, many people across this country about what they saw in that leaked document.
Capitol Police say they arrested 101 demonstrators on Friday. Dozens were taken into custody in the Senate office buildings. 16 men were arrested when they blocked the street outside the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, protesters gathered outside the Portland, Maine offices of Senator Susan Collins. On a nearby building, someone hoisted a Me Too banner beneath the American flag.
Me too. Remember, Judge Kavanaugh is a rapist. Is a rapist. Rusky Ledge told Montgomery police detectives he was upset about the leak. Right? He was upset about the leak. What kind of shit is that? What you was upset about? I was upset about the leak. Well, who was you upset about the leak? Was you upset about the leaker, that it got leaked, the decision that was made? What was you upset about? I was upset about the leak. That's confusing. Of a recent court draft decision this is a proper ass sentence. This was highly educated. What was you mad at? I was recently upset at the leaks of the Supreme Court draft decision regarding abortion rights, as well as a recent school shootings in Valley, Texas. I was upset about that. What the fuck? You ain't upset at nobody personally. You just went after him. Well, I'm upset at the shootings, you know what I'm saying, and the Supreme Court decision leak. So I'm gonna shoot this nigga. Right? What the fuck? The last one to go, the first one to go. Huh? This nigga right here. I'm gonna shoot the Supreme Court justice. I don't like what he done. Rossi said that he began thinking about how to give his life purpose and decided how he would kill him. Like, you know what? I'm going to give my life purpose. I ain't shit in life. My parents don't love me. I'm flunking out of college. My girl just fucking left me. You know what? I'm going to end him, and I'm going to end me, and I'm going to give my life purpose. Everyone's going to talk about me. I saved the fucking world. I killed the threat. I eliminated the threat. Now the women are gonna love me. I'm gonna be a martyr. I have no reason to kill him and then keep living because I'm still ain't gonna be shit. So I might as well end it all. I'm better off dead than I am alive. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna call the police and confess everything. This is basically a damn protest. I'm gonna go with a gun to the damn Judge Kavanaugh house so I can protest guns. I'm finna shoot this nigga in the head so I can protest gun violence. And the bitch, I'm gonna carry a Glock 17, a Glock 14, rope, and all this old shit. You know, just shoot the nigga in the head, you know what I'm saying, and kill himself and kill myself just to protest gun violence in America. You stupid son of a bitch. How the hell? That's like a motherfucker, a 400, 500 pound motherfucker that eat 15, 20 pieces gonna show you how to do a diet. I'm gonna show you how to diet after I eat all these damn pizzas. What the fuck? This motherfucker said, I want to protest gun violence by shooting the motherfucker in the head. Roski, this motherfucker is sick. Roski stated that he began thinking about, affidavit. The Semi Valley told police that he purchased a pistol and other items for purchase of breaking into the justice. But where did he purchase them at? I was thinking about breaking in his house with a hammer, duct tape. What the fuck you need a duct tape for? You gonna tie him up and talk to him before you kill him like in the movies and shit? You thought you was gonna end abortions and women's rights, huh? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me. Yeah, you wanted to play with labor rights, huh? Huh? You thought it wasn't nothing gonna happen to you. You thought, You thought you were safe, huh? You don't think a women have the right to choose, huh? Talk to me. I can't. You got tape over my mouth. You got something to say? I didn't vote for the bitch. I didn't vote. I voted against it. You did? My bad. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. Now I'm voting for it. My bad. I'm finna let you go. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna kill myself then. You good. I'm finna kill myself. Bow. Jeffrey Epstein style. Look at me. Kavanaugh, you want kids to live? You want kids to have a life? Huh? Well, we don't want no kids that have no life. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Huh? We want kids to die. We want kids to die and homosexuals to live. Look at me. Do you want to end gay marriage? What's next? LBGQT, XYZ, taxes? Look at me, Kavanaugh. These motherfuckers is crazy. Look at me. I'm talking to you, Kavanaugh.
Schumer's spokesman says that Senator Schumer was just talking about political blowback for Republicans.
We obviously want people's privacy to be respected.
Wait a minute, bitch. We obviously want people's privacy to be respected, but we don't give a fuck if they protest outside the house. We want people's privacy to be protected, but we really don't give a fuck if they protest outside the house. You know what I'm saying? And the neighbors and all this shit and blow horns and beat on drums and shit. But we respect their privacy.
We want people to protest peacefully.
When I was 15.
Well, look, why don't they protest truthfully? They up in there talking about, you know how they be having them AA meetings? You know, about I am such and such. I am an alcoholic. They up in there talking about they is a victim. They having a seance about being a victim. I am a victim. I was sexually assaulted. These motherfucking liberals are crazy. They nuts.
I went to debate camp. One day, I forgot my notes. Over my lunch break. I went back to the dorm. To collect them.
Are y'all repeating this shit with them? They got a couple of more lines, right? Do I got to rewind it? Y'all got to say the last sentences, right? Y'all got to say the last couple of sentences that she said because we all want to speak up for the Me Too, right?
I was sexually assaulted.
Oh, my bad. I hopped in on the wrong part. I'm not finna say I was sexually assaulted. Fuck that. You can skip this part if you want to, but keep up with the rest of it.
I was sexually assaulted by a man.
No, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna say by a man either. If you a real nigga, you're not gonna say by a man. I was sexually assaulted by a woman. Yes, right. She put her pussy all in my face. She said, look. We was getting hot and bothered and heated, right? You know what I'm saying? She like, ooh, she was getting turned on. You know what I'm saying? She like, ooh, you better take this pussy or I'm screaming rape. I said, what am I supposed to do? I better take it or you gonna scream rape. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm turned on or if I'm scared. If I leave, she gonna, hey, he tried to take it. So you want me to take it, right? But matter of fact, I'm finna put this on YouTube now. Let me just put this phone on the contract. So you want me to take it, right? Okay, well, I got to record. I'm gonna be sneaking out my phone. Bloop. She said so I can take it. Not take it physically, but she said, you better take it or I'm screaming rape. Whoa! Kind of shit you got me in? Some Kavanaugh shit? I I'm a victim. You can't be no victim of a man on here. You know what I'm saying? That is gay. You know what I'm saying? That is real gay. Only Don Lemon and Juicy Smollett can be victims, or or have victims. You know what I'm saying? On this channel, no man can be a victim. You can be a victim of a woman. You know what I'm saying? She done put some pussy on her. That an ugly ass woman. I was sexually assaulted by a monkey.
Who saw me walking back to the dorm.
Walking back to the dorm.
And I'm standing here in solidarity with Christine Blasey Ford. I understand what it's like to be assaulted, and
I bet your ass don't know how I feel to hop on the treadmill. Ooh, I bet you don't know how I feel to have a woman's body. You build like a baby Brian Urlacher, huh? No matter is she with me too. You know what I'm saying? She wants somebody to fuck her too. Hey, I want to get sexually assaulted too. Me too, damn it. Why not me too?
and to not have the police believe you, or to not have your parents support you aggressively pursuing your allegation.
Wait a minute. So you mean your parents, right, didn't trust your ass or believe your ass, but you want America to believe you? Your parents know you better than us, motherfucker. Like, your parents probably heard the story like, you know what, bitch, I'm not fit to go and report no shit like that. You was at a party, and he got you drunk, y'all was spinning the bottle, and he was holding you down, and he was this and that, and all this. You know what, bitch, we're not going to report no shit like that. You were embarrassing the whole neighborhood with some shit like that. No, it really happened. Bitch, we know who you is. You lie to us all the time. So you mean to tell me her parents didn't trust her, but we supposed to trust her?
They want to protest. That is certainly what the president's view would be.
They could have summarily reversed what the Fifth Circuit did, but instead they took it up. And certainly, as you saw from the atmosphere at the Supreme Court today, both sides are very anxious about what will happen with these two new Trump appointees.
Two new Trump appointees. You see how they building up the hate about the racism and the separation and the conservatism, right? Two Trump appointed judges, appointees. They building up the hate.
The bottom line is very simple. We will stand with the American people. We will stand with American women.
Who in the fuck do conservatives stand with? Wait a minute. You gonna stand by American women when you got immigrant women running across this motherfucking border 1 million a day? Huh? What the fuck is you talking about? We gonna stand by American women. You don't stand by no damn American women when you let American men take their place. You let illegal immigrants take their numbers. But now all of a sudden, we want to stand by American women. Well, who in the fuck conservatives stand by? Only American women. Now all of a sudden, you going to stand up for them. Huh? You ain't been standing up for them before?
To City Hall, to a very busy Lamar Boulevard. Today, we watched an anti-Kavanaugh rally grow into a protest that eventually shut down a city bridge and brought traffic to a standstill for hours.
President Trump is fulfilling his campaign promises with the nomination of Judge Kavanaugh.
Huh? What he supposed to do? Right? He not supposed to fulfill them? This nigga's stupid. Is that a bad thing? President Trump is fulfilling his campaign promises with Judge Kavanaugh. Well, what is he supposed to fucking do? He said he was going to do that. Now, if he wouldn't have fulfilled his promise, y'all was trying to talk about the wall. Well, Mexico didn't build it. Well, Mexico didn't do that. It ain't no wall, right? Y'all try to strip him from that campaign promise, but he's getting on here bragging that Donald Trump stuck to his campaign promise. You know, Donald Trump stuck to his campaign promise and said he was going to do this shit. He was going to hire conservative judges. What do you want him to do? Hire liberal judges? No, you got liberal judges. If you would have you got a liberal judge, you just hired. You didn't think about no conservative. It wasn't no conservatives on your liberal fucking list. It wasn't even no men. It wasn't even no white women. You narrowed that shit down to a black liberal woman. You had the person picked before you was even in the White House. So how's you picking the best person for the job and you cancel all applications? You've been running on that shit for years. You and Barack Obama already said she was gonna be the first years ago. Huh? Ain't that a bitch? Huh? You already have the black woman in place. Joe Biden crazy is a motherfucker.
All of this bigger picture is over the debate about whether Louisiana can require doctors who perform abortions to have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals.
Well, President Trump, with the nomination of Judge Kavanaugh, has fulfilled or is fulfilling 2 of his campaign promises.
Well, Beth Roberts just sent me a donation, and she be fulfilling all my damn rent money. Thank you, Beth Roberts. Beth Roberts in the chat. Let me see. I ain't even saw that. Did I see Beth Roberts in the? She sent me a PayPal. Let me see if Beth Roberts still in the chat. Beth Roberts, you in the chat? Where Beth Roberts at? Beth Roberts in the chat. Damn it. But Beth Roberts must be listening or looking, you know what I'm saying? She's probably in the chat, but Beth Roberts is definitely looking and listening. Shout out to Beth Roberts. I know you like this video, Beth Roberts. Let me get, look. Beth Roberts, look at this, Beth Roberts. Look at Sicko right here, right? Look at Sicko, right? The semi-man-told police, okay, wait, where we at, right? During Wednesday court here, Roski consented to remain in federal custody for now. He consented. He had no motherfucking choice. He ain't got no bail. He paused several minutes before responding to the routine inquiries from Sullivan during a 10-minute hearing, according to AP. Asked if he understood what was happening and whether he was thinking clearly, Roski paused and said, I think I have reasonable understanding, but I wouldn't say I'm thinking clearly. Well, I don't understand clearly. This nigga's a fool. This nigga's a nut. You mean to tell me a person that say he has reasonable understanding, but he's not thinking clearly, right? You mean to tell me this is the big threat to the damn judge? Somebody who couldn't even pass go? The nigga hopped out the car. You can tell the nigga was retarded if the nigga hopped out the car with all black on with a suitcase full of weapons. Huh? That shit was heavy. He probably was dragging that shit down the street. Nigga had bats, chains. Look how much shit he had in the backpack. Hopped out in the middle of nowhere. 1 o'clock in the morning. Drive me to Judge Kavanaugh house. Where you going? Judge Kavanaugh house. What you got in the back right there? Nothing. Ching. Medals and shit. Tasers. This nigga had everything. He was going to torture the nigga. Right? I guess he was going to duct tape the whole family. Like y'all people over there, the family is safe. I don't want to kill the family. I just want this nigga. Him and me. This between him and me, I was going to duct tape y'all. Leave y'all over there. Would you think this nigga was gonna be MacGyver? Do this nigga even got a background in breaking into houses? I saw this shit on TV once. And, you know what I'm saying? When it was on TV, they had duct tape and rope and all this other shit. So I'm just gonna get the shit I see on TV. I'm finna watch a couple of YouTube videos on how to break in a house, right? And I'm gonna break in a motherfucking house. Where's this dude criminal record at? Right? This is the first time getting caught. Like, man, this is my first time I was going to commit murder. My first time breaking in the house. My first time doing all this shit, old shit, right? I ain't never done this shit before. Huh? So I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have planned it out more strategically. I should have knew better than hop out in all black in the middle of the motherfucking night with 2 backpacks and a suitcase on me. Walking down the street. You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got no hideout. Like, what plan did you have? Like, drop me off in the middle of the motherfucking street. Then you get out and see the police and walk the other way. Like, where you going? Then you could have said, drop me off around the corner. This nigga said, drop me off right in the middle of the motherfucking street. Okay, you dumb son of a bitch. I will. I do that. The 26-year-old said he was taking medication, but did not say what he was. Wait, damn, my bad. Where we at? The 26-year-old said he was taking medication, but did not say what it is or why he is on it. He also said that he is a college graduate. Not a federal police defender, Rusky, declined to comment, right? Rusky faces maximum 20 years in federal prison according to a maximum, right? But what is his minimum, right? We understand the maximum, right? That's if he take it to court, if he get convicted and trial and all that shit. But if he take it there, it's going to be a whole lot less, right? And they're not going to give him all that time because he didn't murder nobody. Simi Valley Police, right, said FBI had inquired about Rusky, talked to some of their detectives, but he did not have the additional information on the discussion, right? Okay, criminal arrest is a minor traffic. Okay, we got it right here. Minor traffic infractions, right? Don't know other details. He said the department had received a lot of calls about Rusky residents, right? But no breaking and entering, right? No gun violence, no kind of assault. This nigga had traffic tickets, right? His criminal records acquired some traffic tickets. They look minor traffic infractions, right? Why you just couldn't say traffic tickets? You know, minor. Oh, it's bad, but it's bad, but it's not too bad. On Wednesday night, Simi Valley helped the FBI execute a federal search warrant on his house, right? But Wednesday, they probably found nothing in the house. A few neighbors milled out about outside the house June song alone. What the fuck? Oh, June song. My dumb ass said June song. I thought it was a name or something. I'm like, why is June song on? Why is the son in on in lowercase? What kind of name is that in lowercase? After media commotion, their usual disturbance neighbors, at least 4 TV news vans were parked along the street of the single homes, right? Well, anyway, that's enough of that shit, right? Get back to the video. Who sent the nigga those? Oh, Buffalo Soldier. Next! Get looking out on the donation, Buffalo Soldier. These motherfuckers crazy, Buffalo. Let's get back into it, Buffalo Soldier. This nigga Chuck Schumer crazy. Lying son of a bitch.
Does that set a table for a situation where basically states will be able to restrict and regulate abortion to the degree that it is essentially illegal or almost illegal, undermining Roe v. Wade?
Okay, it would undermine Roe v. Wade, which is the 1973 landmark that made abortion legal nationwide, and undermine the 1992 case that reaffirmed that. But,
you heard what you said, but that's what they need to tell these damn so-called protesters, right? It will reverse the Roe v. Wade, but it won't end abortions. They don't never talk about the but. It's assault on women's rights everywhere. It's an assault on women. It's assault on this and production, assault on women's health. But they'll never say the but.
just so our viewers don't get the wrong idea, abortion will not suddenly be illegal nationwide.
And so abortion will not be suddenly illegal nationwide, Chuck. Huh? Why don't you tell the people about the but, Chuck? Tell the people about the but. Abortions want to be illegal nationwide. Chuck don't want to tell you that. The but.
Illegal nationwide.
And so I will oppose him with everything I've got. Now, on these two issues, when he campaigned, President Trump said he will only appoint pro-life judges. He wanted to send Roe back to the states. That means repeal. And no one has done...
No, that means send it back to the voters. Send it back to the states. The people have the choice. That means repeal. No, it's not. It's not repealing it. It's not. It's sending it back to its original state. To the people!
One more, to create a Supreme Court that would repeal Roe, then Leonard Leo. He created the list from which Trump chose.
Look. Watch Chuck right now. Chuck don't want to shut the fuck up. Chuck keep on talking in this, right? Chuck don't want to shut the fuck up. She's trying to like, hey, Chuck, let me talk. No, let me talk. Let me get my point across. This is what I'm trying to say.
Trump chose. Similarly, one more point here on health care.
Right now, what's at stake is sort of access, especially for poor women in rural areas who would have to travel so far to find a physician who would meet the kind of criteria we're talking about in this Louisiana law.
Right, you're talking about poor women. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have some kind of flight plan or something like that to send these women out of state to get these abortions. Y'all gonna keep killing the babies. That's one thing for damn sure. So you ain't got to worry about that. It's not gonna end abortion. You probably got to go to another state.
So it has real world consequences, but it's not going to immediately overturn Roe v. Wade. And as you know well, Jake, it's going to come down to Chief Justice John Roberts. Once Anthony Kennedy left the court in 2018, that middle position on abortion is the Chief's. And let me just tell you, the Chief Justice has never in his life struck down an abortion regulation.
Hey, Pittsburgh Rick, right? Roe never got a damn abortion, right? I'm doing a video. I'm waiting on the Supreme Court decision to come out, right? So I can do the video. I already got a video. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Is it still up? I already got a video on Roe versus Wade, right? While you talking about that, Pittsburgh Rick, it's funny that you say that. I got a video, but I got to redo the video. But I got a video on Roe versus Wade, right? And I was going to release it, but I got to redo it. Let me see if it's still on here. Let me see if I still got it on here, Pittsburgh Rick, that you said, son. Let me see if I still got that on here. We can take a small commercial break, right? This is Pittsburgh Rick. You just reminded me of something, Pittsburgh Rick. I might as well do something with the video, a couple of minutes of the video, since I ain't going to put it out. Let me see. Bro, let me see if I still got it. Let me see if it's still on here. But yeah, Roe versus Wade, she never got an abortion. She never got the fucking abortion. She had to stick with the abortion, right? She had to stick with the, let me see. Let me see if it's on here still. Let me see if it's on here. I think this is it. Let me see if it's on here. No, is it still on here? Did I accidentally erase that? Accidentally mess it up? I think I messed it up. Right? Yeah, I think I messed it up. Yeah, but Roe versus Wade, right? She never got an abortion. She never okayed. She turned her life around. She started preaching against it and stuff like that, right? So Roe versus Wade wasn't really it was really liberals pushing to get the law changed. It wasn't about women's rights or nothing like that, because the woman who supposedly yeah, I erased it. Damn it. I erased it. Damn it. Well, back to the video. I erased it. Sorry about that, Pittsburgh Rick. I thought I still had it.
This might be the first time.
President Trump said he wanted to repeal ACA, unlike what Justice Roberts wanted to do. And the Heritage Foundation, which also vetted this list, is firmly in favor of repealing. So you put those things together, Trump, what he said, who he was going to choose, and the vetting of this list, this nominee will repeal Roe and women's reproductive freedom.
But Senator,
will repeal ACA, far against what the American people want. And
I
when
hear
the
you,
American
Senator.
people
Let me just
learn
get in a
this,
question, please.
go
Senator,
ahead.
in
But when they learn
2006,
this,
you
they're going to
questioned.
oppose the nominee.
You see how they want to get it across? When they oppose this, see, when the Democrats speak out, right, Pittsburgh Rick, they say they speak out for all Americans, right? And forget the Americans that don't agree with them. I don't know if he considered them Americans or he considered himself speaking for them too. But one of them is either or. Either you don't consider these people American, or you consider yourself speaking for these people too, who don't agree with your decisions, right? If everybody agreed with your decision, why you have such a hard time passing these laws? Why you have such a hard time getting these votes? Why you have such a hard time in your polls if everybody agree with everything you do? Right? 70% of people agree with this. 70% of people agree with gun control. 70% of people agree with background checks. 70% of people agree to women production help. 70 people, everything is number 80%, but you never have any votes and you never have nothing go your way. But you say all the people agree with you and you speak for all of America. No. How you speak for all America, right? When you consistently crippling the economy, right, with your policies, right? How you speaking for all Americans when you consistently letting people come in for other countries, right? How you speaking for Americans when you take our money, right, and make our borders less secure and protect other people's borders and make their borders more secure, right? How you say you talking about for American people when you put mandates on them? You know what I'm saying? If they don't follow your rules, right, they're gonna get fired. or they'll get shut down. Right? How you consider you speaking for the American people when you talking about putting guns, when you talking about taking away their Second Amendment right and then turn them into criminals if they don't want to turn in their guns? But every time you want to talk about you speaking for the American people, what American people?
Have dedicated
well,
their
can
existence.
I just stop you on that for 1 second?
Well, I'd like to finish my. Okay,
no,
sure.
But I just want to go point by point.
Well, I don't think he would have been put on this list had he not been one of these hard right judges. My dear friend Joe, that he's a moderate on the issue.
Watch he lie on Joe right now. He sat up there and lied right in Joe Scarborough face. My friend Joe talking about he's a moderate and stuff like this. Joe like, nigga, don't lie on me. Oh, I was just joking with you. I was just pulling your chain. Don't try to pull no Donald Trump shit on me. Joe had to speak up on that shit. Like, nigga, don't be lying on me. Joe had a pair of nuts right here. Go on, Joe Scarborough. But he want to laugh and giggle about it. I would have cussed his motherfucking ass out. Nigga, don't be lying on me.
I don't think he would have been put on this list had he not been one of these hard right judges. My dear friend Joe, that he's a moderate on the issue you care most about, he's not even close to a moderate.
Well, first of all, I never said he was a moderate.
I know.
You hear that? I know. No, you didn't. And my friend Joe said he's a moderate. First of all, nigga, I never said he was a moderate. Oh, I know. I was just joking with y'all playing. No, you wasn't.
Pointing to Roberts.
I know. No.
Wait.
I'm just trying to push you over a little, Joe.
You were trying to push a little bit. I shouldn't have said what I said about the Yankees.
And the two issues I mentioned are important. There are several others. The ones I've mentioned, and particularly.
I knew you was just messing around. I shouldn't have said nothing about the Yankees. I should have said nothing about the Yankees.
Two issues I mentioned are important. There are several others. The ones I've mentioned, and particularly alarming, is, of course, the one about presidential power at a time when we have a president who just routinely overreaches and doesn't respect rule of law. I'd make one other point, particularly for you guys, which is this. You are worried about President Trump's overreach. So am I. At a time when we have the Mueller investigation, this nominee has stood more, certainly before he became a judge, for presidential overreach.
Now they're trying to say, right, not only is he a threat to women's rights, right, he a threat to democracy because he's going to do what Donald Trump say. Oh, this dude is going to do what Donald Trump say. This is the Donald Trump puppet right here. So we got to get his ass out of the White House, right? Because he don't think Donald Trump should get persecuted. He don't think Donald Trump should be protected by the Constitution, right? We should get him out of here.
Do you believe Judge Kavanaugh is an extremist?
Judge Kavanaugh is way at the extremes.
You can't really say it's a certainty, can you, that Brett Kavanaugh will overturn Roe? And certainly most of us would have said it was a certainty that Justice Roberts would overturn the Affordable Care Act. You never know exactly.
I understand that, and
right, you don't know who done it. They automatically assuming, right? We don't know that yet, even though it's most likely he did. But still, to assume that and put him under pressure like that, right? When it's supposed to be a private issue that's supposed to be upheld in the court, the Supreme Court, right? And release it upon when they want to release it, right? And not supposed to be leaked, right? But this is early on. Right? Early on, they're like, oh, you're going to get it overturned. And they were scared. This is how they try to get him out of here. They try to get him out with lies, allegations, rape, you know what I'm saying? All this sort of stuff. Saying he's invalid, right? He's a Donald Trump puppet. He going to push Donald Trump agendas. He's not going to persecute Donald Trump. He was putting all the lies on Kavanaugh, making people more angry.
isn't it also fair to say, Senator, that this nominee is here because Democrats lost the election?
I believe he is far, far right on so many issues. But I also, on gun rights, on environmental rights, on LGBTQ rights, he is way, way, way to the right of the American people. So
you hear that? He's way, way, way right from the American people. So when somebody, a sicko, get a hold of that information and take it the wrong way, that he's way, way right from the American people, how you think a sicko gonna take that? They're gonna take it wrong. They're gonna take it like They playing a martyr. They're giving a life meaning by doing something that's sick. Like taking out somebody. Right? These are the things that the Democrats are promoting openly. They're not even hiding it. That's the sick thing about it. They're not even trying to hide it. It'd be different if you were trying to hide it. They're not even trying to freaking hide it. And that's one of the most crazy things about it.
I don't think Judge Roberts has called balls and strikes.
Okay.
I certainly don't think Judge Gorsuch has called balls and strikes. If anything, these justices have been far more to the right on the bench than they talked about in their hearings.
I'm going to call a timeout right now.
Senator, do you believe that President Trump selected Judge Kavanaugh because of Judge Kavanaugh's views on presidential power and his position in the
presidential
power review paper where he said that presidents should not be subject to prosecution while in office?
Voters in 2016, they were looking for conservative judges, and they worked toward this. Republicans got what they want, they won, and here we are. I guess my question is, what fight do you really fight? Do we look toward the midterms and try and find a message and try and find a unifying set of leaders? Or are we going to fight an impossible fight right now because Democrats lost?
Huh? Are we going to fight an impossible fight right now because the Democrats lost? Right? They don't take losing kindly. They don't take losing gently, right? Because the Democrats lost, they want to get aggressive. But election have consequences, right? It had consequences for us. Why can't it have consequences for the Democrats? Right? If it can have consequences for us, why can't it have consequences for the Democrats? They the only ones protected? How is that?
He believes a president shouldn't even be investigated. He has gone so far as to say a president who believes the law is unconstitutional doesn't have to follow it.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me when they say Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, when the Republicans say they need to be investigated, and y'all say, well, Hunter Biden is not part of the administration, and Joe Biden had nothing to do with this, and his name is on every fucking thing, but they don't need to get investigated, but Trump do? How is that? Right? How is that? When Trump say, well, I ain't supposed to be getting investigated, yes, you are. Nobody's above against the law. But when Joe Biden do it, he's not part of the administration. He's this. It's Russian collusion. See, the Democrats ain't got no Russian collusion we use every time. The Democrats can't fall back on racism every time, right? Y'all got something to fall back on time every time y'all wrong. Oh, it's racist. Oh, it's anti-democratic. Oh, they lied. Oh, it was fair. Oh, they was violent. Oh, this is what happened. They were spreading hate. Oh, they part of this group. They crazy. I mean, y'all always got something to fall back on. The Republicans ain't got no Russian collusion. We don't have no Vladimir Putin. We don't have no white supremacists. We don't have no Nazis. We can't fall back on none of that. Or we can't say that, the Democrats not agreeing with our policies, they Nazis. Oh, the Democrats not agreeing with our policies, they anti-American. The Democrats doing, that's another Vladimir Putin. That's another Mexican collusion. Afghanistan collusion. Ukraine collusion. We don't have that to fall back on. Every time they get busted in something, right? They have it's a conspiracy theorist. Remember the group that started with the alphabet? The letter Q, R, S, that letter right there? Remember that group? Conspiracy theorists. Right? Oh, it's sexual predators, conspiracy theorists. Oh, Hunter Biden, conspiracy theorists. Everything is conspiracy theorists. Then it come out to be true. They don't talk about it no more. But while it's hot press, we don't want to talk about that. That's conspiracy theorists. What? Everything can be a conspiracy theory. Oh, we don't want to say that's just Republican conspiracy theories. That's just the white wing conspiracy theorists. That's not true. They are racist. We don't have that to fall back on. They crazy. These motherfuckers are not mentally right. I mean, we can say that, and we might be right on that, but we don't have no villains. We don't have no groups. We don't have no victimization fallback. We can't say, oh, they want to take our guns. We're victims. Oh, they want to take this right from us. We're victims because they're going to take this from us. We don't have that. They're going to take our First Amendment right, our freedom of speech. We're stressed out. Oh no, what are we going to do? Who sent me a donation? Another Pittsburgh Rick? You're looking out, Rick. Knock him out the box, Rick. But we don't have that to fall back on. We can't playing the victim in conservatism, right, is not allowed. You're not allowed to play victims. You're not allowed to say you don't have any rights. You're not allowed to say you can't have. You're not allowed to say you're not equal. You're not allowed to say you're not American. You're not allowed to say you don't love them. You're not allowed to say any of that. Say you don't love America as a conservative like the liberals get to say that shit. Huh? Say America is unjust and racist and systematically racist like the liberals say that shit, and see how many conservative friends you have. Black, white, or brown. Or people of color. Say the justice system. Say anything. Say we don't have no equal rights as a conservative, and see how people test your membership. You can't play a victim. You can't. You can't say you can't be black as a conservative and say you are oppressed. You can't be black as a conservative and say you don't have no opportunities. You can't be black as a conservative and say anybody is holding you fucking down. They're gonna revoke your membership card. We don't talk like that, homie. What kind of fucking conservative is you? We don't have that in our language. I can't. Because of them holding me back. Oppressed. You want to do all that shit? Go to the liberal side. We don't have that energy over here. I have never heard that energy over here. Oh, but I'm a conservative and I feel oppressed. Oh, I'm a conservative and I feel that it's systematic. The system is systematically racist, and all white people are racist. We can't even say the Democrat Party racist is racist. We don't even say that shit. Oh, you know the people from the Democrat Party, they're racist. Even though y'all have racist policies, we still don't call y'all racist. Right? You can't be a motherfucking victim as a conservative. It just don't add up. And that's why I love being a conservative. There's no excuses. There are no victims. This shit is over with. You have rights, opportunity, freedoms.
So with the Mueller situation, you said the president shouldn't be investigated. He's gone so far as to say a president, if he declares a law unconstitutional, doesn't have to obey it. How is he going to react if Mueller needs a subpoena, if Mueller needs some other action?
What I'm saying is, I'm just warning everybody again, Republicans, as a former Republican, I can tell you I spent a generation being surprised by what justices that were painted as right-wing lunatics ended up doing.
And it wouldn't surprise me if that was very important to...
You heard that? Right-wing lunatics. It wouldn't surprise me about right-wing lunatics, right? What about the left-wing lunatics? Y'all have more lunatics than we got, right? I have never seen, right? I've seen conservatives stand up for their rights, right? I never saw no conservatives fight for no rights. I never saw nobody in the streets like, we want to fight to get this right. We want to fight to change this law. Never. We want to fight to keep shit the same. We want to fight because we want to keep the right we have. I ain't never saw no conservative march for extra rights. You know what, these rights ain't right, so we need to change these rights. No. An improvement on something, but not no extra shit. To add in extra sexes, to add in extra people, to add in extra genders. Right? And they say Republicans is a party of exclusion. No. You exclude people, right? By including people. Not the party of exclusion. Believe in American rights, individual rights. You have a right as an individual. Individual will come before group. Right? And I understand that. But certain liberals don't understand that thing. Everything is supposed to be given to them. Everything is just because this person make this much money, they supposed to share it. Right? They supposed to make up for your shortcomings. They supposed to make up for your inability, right? To have the ambition to do just like he did, or she did, or they did. Right? That's what you have every opportunity, right? In the world, capitalism have made more millionaires and brought more people out of poverty than any other government system in the world. Why you think motherfuckers fleeing to come over here? They're not coming over here for the socialist programs, right? Even though you can benefit from the socialist programs, right? And a lot of them do, right? They come over here for the opportunities. They're going to use the socialist programs to get opportunities. And they get schooling and education and medical and all. They're going to use that shit. Go to school and become successful. But we don't.
Donald Trump, knowing Donald Trump, and I have no proof. Do you think he didn't inquire about this either directly or indirectly, knowing Donald Trump? What do you think?
What do you think? I think he full of shit. Now, we're going to see later on today, right? That's why I done this show early, right? We're going to see later on today the production value and all this sort of stuff of this committee that they got, right? This so-called
Kavanaugh.
The so-called January committee, right? We're going to see all the new evidence, you know, if it's a sham. We're going to see all the little bullshit, right? And we're going to see how partisan this shit is, right? We're going to see how if they give the witnesses a fair opportunity to talk, right? I think the first couple of witnesses is going to be the police officer. They got assaulted, the first police officer. They got assaulted and some bullshit like that. Nothing really interesting, right? But they're gonna try to make it a series, right? They got somebody producing it like a series and shit, right? So this shit is made for TV, right? This is gonna be a made for TV show, right? So I guess tune in later on or something, right? You can't really talk about it because they're gonna try to flag your ass for false information, you know. But I'm gonna see who talk about it, right? And I'm gonna try to see if I can use my geniuses, or probably just go on another page in case they flag the motherfucker. Right, and not get my monetization took, right? Because I'm talking about the truth. Well, that's the end of this show. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of the day, right? And prepare for the bullshit to come in a few hours. I don't know what time it come on your time, right? But it come on my time in a little while, right? I don't know if it's 5 o'clock my time or 8 o'clock your time or 5 o'clock your time and 2 o'clock my time. But evidently the shit should be coming on very, very shortly, huh? Thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for supporting. I'll see y'all back tomorrow because that's what we do. I'm out this bitch.